How many complaints have you said about the bathroom in Eaglebrook? I complained that the window of the shower room is always open, so many flies come inside when I'm taking a shower. Yeah, that's horrible. However, after my experience in the Philippines, I realized that I'm in a privileged environment. This is a photo of the bathroom in the house I stayed in the Philippines for a week. Looking back now, actually I'm proud of myself for being able to stay in that place for a week. First, I'd like to talk about why I stayed in such a place for a week. Before coming to Eaglebrook, I sent English books to an NGO who conducts non-profit activities in Iloilo City, the Philippines. Then, I decided to raise money through crowdfunding to host some fun activities in the community libraries where my English books went with. And I was able to raise more than $3,000. I decided to go to Iloilo City for a week during the spring break of Eaglebrook. NGO prepared a special program for me to discuss social issues of the Philippines. Before I went to the Philippines, my image of the Philippines was the country with beautiful beach resorts, so I was really looking forward to going there. Yeah. However, when I got there, however, I was shocked when I got sorry, I'm actually nervous. However, I was shocked when I got there because of the poor home environment. I stayed with a family who picked up trash and sold some of it. The area I stayed in was next to the trash mountain, so it's smelly, dirty, hot, and cramped. I also saw many people throwing trash into the river or on the road. It was unthinkable in Japan or the US. At one point, I got homesick after being chased by a red-eyed and definitely sick dog and wanted to go home immediately. Yeah. I was also afraid to eat Filipino food that I'd never seen before, so I was starving in the Philippines. However, on the night, the village held a birthday party for the Dipte village chief and invited me, who doesn't have any relationship with the people or place. I ate a great Filipino food with the local people and had some conversations with them. I sang songs and danced a lot with them. It was a fun night. I realized that poverty and spiritual richness are not proportional, but completely different. On the first day of my homestay, I complained about how small my bedroom was. However, our host family prepared a room for me to sleep, even though they had to sleep on very cold and dirty solid ground. I noticed that Filipino hospitality is about doing the best for the guests. Another surprising memory was when I played volleyball with the local children and I accidentally dropped the ball into the river, throwing from the garbage mountain. Yeah, it was nasty. I was surprised that the children entered the river without any hesitation and handed me the ball immediately. I tried to avoid picking up the dirty ball, but I couldn't. So I washed my hands for 15 minutes afterwards. Yeah. On top of those challenging experiences, I learned a different perspective from the Filipino children in the school. I finally visited the community library where I sent my English books and gave a speech about the difference of education system between the Philippines and Japan. Then I asked one question. I'd like to ask you the exact same question. How many people do not like the school? Can you raise a hand who do not like the school? Yeah, actually, I expected more people to raise their hands, but I guess, there is Mr. Chase, so everyone is pretending to be a diligent student in front of Mr. Chase. Or another faculties. Yeah, your grade is definitely going to be worse. Anyway, many children in the Philippines answered they do like the school so much. It was surprising for me. Actually, I sometimes feel school is boring and exhausting. Ironically, many Filipino children cannot go to school because of their poverty. Also, unfortunately, they don't have enough of an environment to learn. There was no internet connection where I stayed, so unlike us, the children cannot have access to a computer for studying. I realized that we are really blessed to have a great environment where we can study. Before I end my speech, I would like to say one thing that we can do. What we should do is not to complain about the amount of homework in school. Our mission is to think about how we can help others and what we can do for the people. Thank you for listening.